I get started, I want to show off the shirt that I had made. You can get it yourself through the little link on the banner on my main page. But here it is. It says, what's the worst that can happen? Oh wait. In the back, it says Homeschool 2020. Good morning. This is Miss Andrea. If things look a little different today, it's because I got a new desktop computer. And apparently the camera on my laptop was amazing. And so now I need to figure out my webcam situation. And the first one I received gives me a little bit of a fish eye effect, which you see here that I'm not super crazy about. It also doesn't handle light in the same way, and I'm light sensitive. So I've got a light on this side of my face because the natural light was lighting this side of my face beautifully. And so they're just things that we're going to have to figure out. But on with the show, right? So today's item review, Monday is item review day. And today's item review is this Panda Planner. Oh, I really have to get in there, don't I? I will have more full curriculums to review for you, but I don't want to just give a cursory review of a curriculum without personally doing some in-depth study on it. So I got this planner on rebate, so basically for free through one of Amazon's programs. I don't have to review it, but why not? I chose this item because I thought that I could use it as a grade book for my homeschool program, but it's not really set up that way. But it is really good for kids to teach them how to start journaling their homeschool. Sure, there are homeschool journal programs out there, but I haven't met one that I was crazy about yet. And I've been working on one myself. It's going to probably take me a year to finish it. But in the meanwhile, this cute planner might get, middle schoolers into the habit of keeping their journal. Now, the other day I did a how to make a homeschool calendar using Google Docs. This is similar, but it is different. And so I'm going to show you more of this item and how I would use it for homeschooling. I got two coupons for this item, and they're the same, so I'll make sure I'm not getting any kickback, but I'll make sure I put this on. I probably will put my my personal Amazon link on it too if you are interested in this item. So I'll make sure that 10% discount code is on there. And then there's free video training for it at my pandaplanner.com. So how to use this planner. Basically, there are 4 sections. And it has 3 ribbons. So you can divide the first 3 sections. Or the last 3 sections. Because do you really need a ribbon in the first section? No, it's in the beginning. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting lots of notes from my students right now and their parents because we just started our first week, and it takes a minute to get into the routine of how things are going to work, especially when you're going to be working online. So the first section is your monthly calendar. Okay, you go ahead and you fill out what month it is. You use an online calendar to go ahead and write the dates. So you have to fill out yourself, the child or you have to fill out yourself the month and dates on the calendar. And that's a good exercise anyway. And then there's a section for month's goals. There's a section for habits you want to avoid or break. There's this month's wins. You fill that out, I guess, toward the end of the month. And then there's insights gained. So at the beginning of the month, I would fill out what my main goals were for the month, something I wanted to accomplish this month, a bigger thing, and then something that I wanted to avoid doing this month. And then we get to the end of the month, we get to think back and reward ourselves with, giving ourselves insights and stuff. And meanwhile, if there are little notes that you have for the month, but you don't really have, they're not date centric, you can list them on the side. So there's 12 of those. All right. So now I'm going to flip to the weekly section of the Panda Planner. And so you have enough weeks in here to cover the whole year. This is 1 week. Okay? And so you put the day and date or the date range here. That's interesting. When I use a weekly planner, I typically want 7 boxes here. 1 for each day of the week. This doesn't do that. It gives you 4. So it's not even like a week at a glance. It's just, what are my projects for the week in the 4 boxes? So we're still looking at an overview here. And then top goals at the bottom of that section. And then on this page, once again, you're thinking about, what you want to improve, how you want to improve any habits, and what big wins you have had. But this is where the personal journaling for the kids comes in, because they get so overwhelmed when, they think you want a full page or just this deep introspective things, and they start freaking out. And this just saying 4 things I'm going to do to make this week great. So personal, I will do this. Work, well, that could be school. I will do this. Family and friends, I will do this. Relationship, well, it could be a sibling relationship. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to what I'm looking forward to this week, and what I'm focusing on, habits I'm focusing on developing. So this is kind of basically based on, it's like the religious books give you these things, but I'm sorry, I roll my eyes a little bit because I don't think everything has to be shrouded in religion. But with this, you can add a scripture in it or not, that's appropriate for your child. And it's more of a self-improvement deal. So that's the weekly section. I'm going to say it's not my favorite. But if we're looking at, especially in the middle schools, if we're looking at controlling our emotions and developing and maturing, I can see how it could be useful. So let's go ahead and get into the daily planner section. It's the bulk of the book, as you can see here. Okay. That's our daily planner section. And this will work. This will work great. In the morning review. There we go. You can write what you're grateful for. You can write what you're excited about. You can write an affirmation, so that could be a scripture or a personal affirmation. So, you know, if you do Bible studies with your child, this is a good place for them to write their daily scripture. Or if you just want them to do that, you know, I'm great, I am strong kind of thing. The focus and exercise. This is really important in homeschooling, that you have to get in the habit of logging things. And exercise is one of those things that you're going to want to log. You might want to log your swimming time, you want to log your running time, you want to log that. You also want to log your reading time. But I love that there's a little square there for exercise because it reminds you. I'm telling you, the biggest problem we had when I was homeschooling my kids was staying out the fridge. So having an exercise log balances that. And then today's top priorities. Things that you absolutely have to get done. Maybe they're assignments for the outside classes or assignments that you want them to do. Will go in this section. And then the part that I like a good, guys, I'm still getting used to this camera. I like a good daily schedule. That's all the hours. So I would put homework here. And I would put classes and appointments here. And that section there. And then here, tasks. I would put chores. And then any personal tasks, you have to go here. So, I mean, homework could go here too, but I like this big section. It's 5 sections, and homeschoolers typically do 4 to 5 subjects a day. So that's kind of perfect. And then here we have notes. You could use the notes section as a reading journal. Like, you can literally get stickers and like put books here. Like, you know, like the journal stickers, the different kinds of journal stickers. And you can like adjust this a little bit in different ways. You could put like a little like book here. So every day they'll write how many pages they read or how many minutes they spent reading. And it's even room for a short summary, like 1 sentence, you know, of how you felt about what you read, or just a quick mini summary. And when you get to the end of that book, you can go flip back through everything you wrote and put together your book report. You know what I mean? So I do like this. It's super flexible. It there's a couple of different ways you can use it, but basically there's room for your hourly schedule, what you're supposed to be doing when. There's room here for your actual assignments. There's room here for your chores. There's room here to summarize your day. And there's room here to write your morning things and your... I'm doing this so backwards over here. There's room here to write your morning things. And then under it, your daily affirmations. So... So that's the part I like the best about this. I just want to get middle schoolers, especially, into the habit of writing things down, because this is when they start second guessing themselves, and this is when they start getting nitpicky with themselves, and this is when they just start running so much information through their heads. And if you can get the things out of their heads that they keep looping because they're anxious that they're not going to finish something, and get it on paper, they're going to calm down. I promise you. And then the back is just for random notes. Like they'll be at homeschool like meetup day or something, and they want to write down someone's personal information if they don't have a phone ready to put it in the phone, or they just want to write down maybe some passcodes, keywords, passwords, you know, things of that section. And then in the very back, did I say stickers? There's a place in the back for you to put stickers and anything else to help you personalize this Panda journal. So I hope you like your review. Whether you get a Panda journal or some other journal, journaling is super, 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 did I say super, important to homeschooling, especially when you get into the middle school years. When you get into the high school years, you actually turn it up a notch. And that's the journal program that I personally am working on. And I'll be sharing with you soon. And I've done some videos on it, but I'll be sharing with you soon the amount of detail that goes into a high school homeschool journal, because that's what you use to make your homeschool portfolio, and that's how you get into college with scholarships. So until next time.